Welcome to Just Cause 4, it's Abyss, and in this video today, I'm going to show you how to unlock the trophy/slash achievement called Knowledge is Power. Now in order to unlock it, you need to uncover the mystery of the lost tomb of Otorongo. Now there's going to be 6 tomb puzzles that we're going to have to solve, and the first one is going to be story related basically. We're going to have to start a mission called The Secret History of SOLIS, where we meet an archaeologist named Javi. When we get there, we'll have to fight a bunch of enemies, and then he left a retractor motor that we're going to have to pick up. It is then that you'll learn that this retractor motor will start to pull things open for you, which is going to come in handy in order to solve these tombs. So you're going to pull open these 2 doors, grab a plane, fly it to meet Javi, and then we'll be out into our first tomb that we're going to have to solve the puzzle. Now how you solve the tomb is you're going to have to pull the ancient lever with your retractor motor down, and then we're going to have to guide a boulder over into its locking mechanism. Once we do that, we'll be able to enter the tomb and light a candle in order to get our riddle. Now after that first one, he's going to give us 5 more tombs to go and rinse and repeat and solve the same puzzle over and over again. Now there is only one tomb that has 3 boulders that you have to guide into 3 different locking mechanisms, but all the other ones just have 1 boulder that you have to guide in. After you solve those 6 tombs, then we'll be able to go to the lost tomb of Otorongo and figure out how to solve that mystery. Once we get there, we're going to meet with Javi, and he's going to tell us to unseal 5 of Otorongo's tombs. It's the same step that we're doing again, except for we're just going to be guiding boulders to the locking mechanism. There's going to be 5 around the area that we have to do. Once we finish that and we get all 5 of those into place, we're going to have to find a vehicle with a 1-passenger seat. Javi will jump into it, but we're going to have to tether a sarcophagus onto the car and bring it to the drop-off point. Once we get to that drop-off point, we'll have a nice little cutscene, and that is when you'll unlock the trophy/achievement called Knowledge is Power. Now this video is going to be long simply because I'm going to show you all the locations to where the tombs are, and then I'm going to show you how to solve the tombs puzzle. If you want to figure out how to solve the tombs puzzle on your own, then I recommend checking out the description below or the pinned comment, because I put timestamps for each individual tomb's location so that you can jump to any part of this video. So in other words, say if you don't want to, watch the whole video, you just want to know where the tomb's location is, you can just jump to that timestamp and I'll show you exactly where it is on the map, and then you can just put a marker and then try to figure out the tombs puzzle yourself. So if you are one of the ones that like to watch and see how to solve the puzzles, I left the whole clip in so you can see exactly what I did in order to solve this tomb. Other than that, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful, make sure you support by hitting that like button and subscribing and turning on the notification bell. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I was gonna run away with it. To protect it. It's very precious.
See, the Black Hand were very interested in your collection.
Yes, well, the truth is a very powerful weapon. Oscar Espinosa fears that I will use it against him.
And you really think what you find in Otorongo's tomb can help you take down Espinosa?
Take down? Perhaps not. Discredit? Most definitely.
And this is Otorongo's tomb?
Oh, hardly. No, this is merely the tomb of his servant, Sumak. But I've been unable to proceed further without my retract motor. Did you bring it? I see. Bueno. Let's begin.
Use the retract motor to pull on the device.
That sounded like something.
I see it. A giant head. Rico, follow it.
I can tell what kind of day this is going to be.
That Uma is an ancient sculpture of an honored person. This one may be Sumak's visage.
Javi, Big Guy and I are at the floor of the cave.
What do you see?
There's a mechanism in the ground. Looks about the same size as the head.
It's a giant lock, Rico. The UMA is the key. Can you use the retract to get the UMA to the mechanism?
Why not? Something happened. A door opened up.
It must be the vault, where Sumac sleeps eternal.
There's a human skull with a candle inside.
Light it, and be ready for anything. It must be the vault, where Sumac sleeps eternal.
There's text on the wall. I'm buried. Only 5 beds remain. That mean anything to you?
No. It sounds like a single line from a longer text. There must be more.
If it's gonna screw over Espinosa, count me in.
Bueno. Others close to Otorongo will likely have the other lines. The tombs of his family, his advisors.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Sister was a wise, deeply thoughtful person, skilled with the uses of local herbs.
Otorongo made her tomb hard enough to find.
In honor of her passion for nature, she was entombed within one of Solis's natural wonders.
Vault's open.
Time to learn what Otorongo's sister has to tell us.
The forest mountains breaking. Mean anything to you?
Huh. Curious. Very curious. It still makes so little sense. There must be much more to this. This tomb is thought to belong to Otorongo's wisest advisor. We call him El SABIO. The Espinosa narrative would have us believe he was a monster sorcerer and occultist.
Let me guess. None of that is true.
His name is lost, but the legends of his wisdom, compassion, and strength survived in some of the relics destroyed by Espinosa's archaeologists.
Sabio's vault is open.
Let's see what secrets he has for us.
Here, waves along the ocean shore.
What a cryptic verse. Like this tomb hidden on the ocean shore. It's maddening. Think, Javi.
I know you'll figure it out. You said you had a part in sanitizing this place.
Archaeologists and SOLIS are trained to reconstruct the truth. We were historical spin doctors, nothing more. This place was my first assignment, fresh from school. A park celebrating the false history. My eyes were opened here.
Be glad they were opened at all.
Every day, my friend. Ironically, Otorongo's fiercest general and ally, rumored to have killed hundreds of Spaniards, despite their superior weaponry and armor, is buried in this mockery of history.
What was his name?
Sadly lost to Espinosa manipulation of the facts. I hope we can restore it somehow.
mouth's open, Javi.
We struggled to solve this riddle in my youth. When it defeated us, we simply built this heinous park to hide it in plain sight.
Far in the east, in Terre de Mong. Another broken line. No help.
No help. Rico. Interred. Evidence that we will find Otorongo's burial ground. But where in the... The Espinosa mythos tells us that Otorongo's oldest child was a violent maniac. Standards for such things were different then. But I'm inclined to believe, if the Espinosas taught it, the opposite must be true.
That's one.
The youngest son of Otorongo was thought to be very sickly and ill, the result of frequent beatings. Beatings were common in those days. But why would a king waste an heir? It is nonsense.
You have a soothing voice, Javi Huerta. That's two.
suggests that Otorongo's offspring were not yet considered adults by the society at large. This may mean that the Espinosas murdered children to prevent the line from continuing.
Last one. Vault's open. Let you know what I find.
See, please do.
Yeah. Waiting the green faces of my forebears.
Ironic. To leave such a message on the tomb of one's own children. Gracias, friend. I will think on this new addition.
Oof, that hurt.
We know so little about the women of Otorongo's time. We can surmise their marriage was arranged. They may not have loved each other, but I think it is clear that they were loyal comrades all the same.
Why's that?
Would you have taken such great care to entomb someone if they were meaningless to you?
The vault is open.
I have my pen.
My empire there lies dead.
Fascinating. The Empire of Otorongo spanned much of Solis, and possibly beyond. Rico, my friend, this is it. I figured it out. Arranged in the correct order, these lines. Far in the east, interred among the forest mountains breaking waves along the ocean shore. My empire there lies dead and buried. Only 5 beds remain, awaiting the grim faces of my forebears. I know now. It is all so clear. Rico, I will meet you in Kuya. Together, we will open Otorongo's tomb.
the poem. It was brilliant, and I finally figured it out.
So, you found Old Man Otorongo's tomb?
It's right here, built on the ruins of Otorongo City. His tomb is buried below.
What do we do now?
There are 5 umas here. Some were taken to museums, some still stand in their original places. But they are here, and there are 5 locks in the park below. It is Otorongo's tomb. It must be.
Can you believe these people? Subjecting this priceless relic to such nonsense.
Music's got a good beat.
Far in the east, interred among the forest mountains breaking, waves along the ocean shore. Where else could it be but this beautiful landscape, which the Alpa people called home?
A big statue came out of the ground.
Miraculous. Busy people drive by every day, yet never grasp the significance of what surrounds them. It's a portrait of our time, sí o no? My empire there lies dead and buried. Only 5 beds remain, awaiting the grim faces of my forebears. The seat of Otorongo's empire was here, until the Espinosas began to erect their own city on top of it. And this is where he locked away his secrets, using the great Umas as his keys.
Another statue.
Yes. Yes. For centuries, we've been told these giant heads were mere curiosities. People took selfies with them. And the poem was written in the language of the Espinosa conquistadors. Otorongo possessed such foresight. He knew that few or none of his descendants would speak the Quechua tongue. Can you imagine the great Alpa city that was once here? It was surely the 8th wonder, before Diego Espinosa tore it apart brick by brick. This is remarkable. We're making history, Rico.
Why are you out of breath?
Lots of stairs.
No elevator?
Forgot. Too excited. Look at this atrocity. The Espinosas and their hack archaeologists know no shame.
There we go. One more to go. This is the last one.
When the tomb is revealed, we should be ready. We may need to leave in a hurry. What's the matter?
Moved one of the Umas off the lock.
Fix it, Rico. This is no time for carelessness.
That's all of them.
I'm coming. Listo. Let's go.
woman.
The fiercest leader of one of the most advanced cultures of the ancient world was not a king, but a queen. A star chart. Constellations. Look at the detail. A deed. Transferring ownership of SOLIS to the Spanish for 2 pounds of silver. What's that?
It's a journal, written in Spanish.
That's, very interesting. The, oils on your skin.
Hey, what about the oils on your skin?
Dios mío. Otorongo's final days. It describes how her entire family was assassinated one by the conquistador Diego Espinosa de Malaga. This rewrites all of Solis' history. The indigenous peoples were not a warlike tribe of barbarians, but a highly scientific, progressive, and matriarchal society. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias, Rico. Bueno, ayúdame. We'll have to get this someplace safe. There's so much work to be done. There's so much left for you to teach me, Su Majestad.